Imagine that for over a week, you've been sitting in a casino playing 10 or more hours of poker a day, with with the goal of capturing the World Series of Poker main event bracelet, one of the most prestigious things in poker. The only player left standing in your way is Sam Farha, a legendary poker player. After the river, with nothing but a king high, you say the words, "I'm all in," and Farha folds. You just bluffed out one of the best players of poker, making one of the best. This is a pivotal play that Chris Moneymaker made in the 2003 main event. One of the plays that is now known as one of the greatest bluffs of all time in poker. Laws regarding playing poker in the United States are not clear-cut. And one of the main reasons that there isn't one law governing all this is the debate over whether poker is more of a game of skill or is it a game of luck. Poker is a game of skill, and therefore there shouldn't be any laws governing it, or just one law that permits the playing of poker in the United States. And this is shown by the abundance of professionals, studies done regarding the subject, and because the government runs games that are purely based on chance that are allowed to be played in the U.S. Being a professional poker player has become a viable occupation, and in an occupation, people look for consistency and job security. If poker were so volatile and based on luck, there'd be no logical reason for there to be any professional poker players. However, thousands of poker players are tracked by this webpage, pokerpages.com. They track the players, the tournaments they enter, and the places they finish in, and the amount of money they win. Currently ranked number one in terms of total money earned playing poker is Phil Ivey. He's won a total of over $12 million playing poker. He has 21 first place finishes and consistently finishes in the top 100 in the tournaments he knows. This type of if poker were indeed luck-based, you wouldn't see this type of consistency where he's always in the top 100, top 50, top 20 of all the tournaments he enters. Clearly there's some sort of a skill element involved in poker, or else he's just the luckiest man we've ever seen. Now, if thriving professionals isn't proof enough that poker is skill-based instead of luck-based, then there's data from studies showing this as well. In the article, Poker Skill Test May Sway Gaming Laws, published in New Scientist, an experiment analyzed 103 million hands from popular poker playing website PokerStars.net. And in them, 76% of the hands were decided before it got to the showdown, which is when, after all the cards have been dealt and all betting is done, the remaining players flip their hands and the actual best hand wins. This means that in over 3/4 of all hands, regardless of what the two cards the winner was holding in his hand, if he had made the same plays, the skillful plays he made, then the outcome would have been exactly the same. He still would have won that hand. From the same article, but a different study, they analyzed how many hands it takes for skill to prevail over luck. And they decided that after approximately 1,000 hands of playing poker is when this distinction has really begun to be made. This is equivalent to playing approximately 33 hours in real life or 13 hours online, where play is much faster. These numbers are very easily achievable over the span of a lifetime of even a casual poker player, let alone a professional. Finally, how can our government support such things as the lottery, which is purely based on chance, except not allow poker? Annie Duke, a professional poker player, testified before Congress, and she asked the audience to name the top roulette or the top lottery players. This isn't possible because it's purely luck. There's no skill involved, so there's no consistency among the best lottery players or the best roulette players. However, it's very possible to have a legitimate discussion over who the top poker players are, based on either how much money they've won, who's the better golfer, who makes better reads, and who plays the cards the best. Another comparison between skill-based games and luck-based games is the ability to lose on purpose. In games involving skill such as golf, basketball, chess, or poker, you can make the moves needed to earn. There's no real reason to do so, but it's possible to make moves that make you lose. However, in luck-based games such as slots, the roulette, or lottery, there's no way to lose on purpose. Once your money's into the system, you either win or you lose. How can the government allow games such as this, but not allow poker? Now, there are people that say that sometimes someone will always be dealt the best hand in a game, or will always hit the cards needed to win a pot. However, while this may hold true in the short term, or even in a night of friendly play, this does not hold true over a long period of time or in professional play. The reasons of this are luck runs out. one is not always lucky and cannot always win every hand based on the cards they get. And because skill in poker is just as much about minimizing your losses as it is about maximizing the amount of chips you win. No one will win every hand, but the best skilled players in poker will know when they're beat and know when to fold so they do not lose as many chips as perhaps an unskilled player. Luck is a factor in poker, I'm not saying that, but it is not a big factor in whether or not you win a lot playing poker. So there should be no restrictions in the United States regarding playing poker. Because there are so many professional players, studies showing that skill dominates luck in poker and other opportunities that are fully chance-based in the United States to gamble being present, there should not be any restrictions regarding the playing of poker. I hope this speech has helped to gain a better understanding of why poker is more so a game of skill than a game of chance, and therefore should be legal. And with a little luck, our government will soon make that realization as well.